Hey guys, here is a fun and easy craft that you can do. It's a DIY ticket stub keepsake shadow box. So if you're a fan of saving all of your ticket stubs for movies you've seen or places you visited, here is a cool and dope way of displaying them. Your crafting ingredients for this crafting project are scissors, pencil, ticket stubs if you have some, stickers, letters, a shadow box, a single piece of cardstock, and also a hole puncher and double-sided tape. Now step number 1 is to remove the backing of your shadow box. This box came in a pack of 3. I encourage you to buy the pack of 3 because this crafting project is so super simple to do. You're going to want to make all 3. And it is the holiday season, so why not give away the other 2? Because the best presents are the handmade presents. But if you want to be a Grinch, then just buy one. Okay, step number 2 is to trace the backing of the shadow box onto the back of the cardstock. Make sure to do this from the corner of the cardstock. This way you're only making 2 cuts instead of 3 if you trace it from the middle and 4 if you trace it from the center. It's also really important that you trace where those holes are because that's what actually holds the backing of the shadow box onto the box itself. And also remember to save any scraps in any crafting project because you can use them for future crafts that you may make. Okay, once you're done cutting, step number 3 is to use a hole puncher and punch out the holes. This is much easier to do than using scissors. Scissors are so big and massive that it can make cutting little dainty holes a bit difficult. So I definitely recommend using the hole puncher instead. But if you don't have a hole puncher, then go ahead and use regular scissors. Although this is much faster and much more accurate to do. You can go ahead and just punch it a few times to the desired size that you would like each one to be. It really saves you a lot of time and it's much more accurate. Cool. Now step number 4 is to adhere the cardstock onto the backing of the shadow box. It's also a good time to make sure that you measured it out and cut it out well like I did here. I don't need to make any adjustments. But if you do, just go ahead and make those cuts if you need to. Okay, so this is where you're going to use the double-sided tape. I find the double-sided tape works best because it's clean and flat. I also like to share a little story on double-sided tape. I knew someone who purchased double-sided tape for a project and bubbled it up like regular tape. He didn't realize that double-sided tape meant literally that. It's sticky on both sides. But luckily he knows now. So I guess the moral of the story, if you think about it, is this is why simple projects have directions. Like, why does chapstick have directions? Who does not know how to apply chapstick? I guess now we know that some people don't know how to use double-sided tape. And now here's the super fun part. Take the stickers that you have and decorate the background of your shadow box. I really enjoy using the 3D stickers for my shadow box crafts because it's the only time I get to really take advantage of the 3D effect by not having to worry about them being smushed in like a scrapbook or being smushed up against the glass in like a regular frame. And then that's pretty much it. You just finished making your ticket stub keepsake shadow box. You just close it up and then take a look at what you've done and voila, you have it. Here I'm going to show you how you actually insert your tickets into your shadow box. Just go ahead and undo the top 2 little knobs and just boop, pop them in there. I happen to have a lot of the stubs from the movie Storks that I went to go see with my family. So I'm going to use those in there. Oh yeah, and quickly, I forgot. I didn't get the chance to record where I put on the word tickets using the letters that you can see to the left-hand side. I went ahead and just added the word tickets to the front of the shadow box. That's totally extra because you know I like to be extra. You don't need to do it. And then that's it. Now I'm going to show you one that I made a couple years ago that is full to capacity. As you can see, you can't even shake it or wiggle it. Nothing is going to move. It's pretty much maxed out in there. I'm going to open it and kind of show you how many different types of things you can really put in there. Excuse me. Okay, so if I can get this little shadow box open, I'll be able to show you all the cool and dope things I was able to save. Here's just a quick glance of the background that I did for this shadow box. So the only difference really is that I use a different cardstock than I did for this tutorial. So you can just see there is a bunch of stuff I was able to save on here. I was able to save sports tickets. I was able to save hotel room keys, playbooks, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's also cool to, once you have it all packed up and just full to capacity, to kind of throw back. Like, hey, that's when I went to Ripley's in Toronto. If you haven't, by the way, been to Toronto for Niagara Falls, I encourage you just to go to the Ripley's Aquarium. It's so dope. Like, you get so close to all the fishes there. I don't even understand how it's legal to do that or humanly safe. But anyway, it's just a cool way to go through it and be like, hey, I can't believe that was so long ago, or I remember when we went here, or this is when I did that. And you can also fit playbooks. This is a pretty massive play book that I had from when, or not playbook, but just pamphlet that I had when I went to the DIA to see the Day of the Dead exhibit. But just so many tickets and so many things you can save. So I really hope you enjoyed it and try it out yourself. Thank you so much for watching.